What is up, internet? My name is Jazz Cali, and this is my first ever vlog. Welcome to my apartment. Wanted to make this video talking about my upcoming jaw surgery. I'm gonna have my upper jaw corrected, and I've written down a couple of things here of just like things I want to talk about. I've been watching a lot of other people's jaw surgery videos, and I kind of just wanted to make my own. I'm hoping that somebody else out there may come across this video when they're going through this process. Hopefully answer some questions or concerns they may have, and overall just share my experience with the internet, because who doesn't love doing that? I also just have some other stuff here about like what I'm expecting and how I'm going to be eating, and just overall preparation. So let's jump into it. So the surgery that I'm getting is, I believe it's called a 3-piece Le Fort. That's where they're going to take my upper jaw and cut it into 3 sections, and we're going to widen the outsides of my mouth, and rather these parts, and then also make a shift forward slightly, and remove some material in the back to make it seat better, because I have an open bite, and the goal is to make my front teeth not necessarily touch, like full on touch, but make it closed. And I'll show you guys right now what I'm talking about. So I'll try to get some good photos of that as well, but basically, as you saw, that was my closed bite. My front teeth don't make any contact whatsoever. The gap is actually large enough where I can push my tongue through it. So that's a huge problem when it comes to eating. A lot of my friends, when they see me eat, I'm always covering my mouth, or I have to tear my food if it's like a sandwich or something. It's really uncomfortable, and I'm super self-conscious about it. It's just like I look like a barbarian, I guess, while I'm eating. And basically I'm just hoping, like, that's the reason why we're doing this. We want to fix that. We want to try to improve that aspect of my day-to-day life in the long run. It's going to take a while for the healing to happen, so I can like eat normally. Let's talk about exactly what they're doing for a moment. So you guys notice these gaps? Those gaps are, and also I have hooks in my mouth, so my lip, like how it just happened right there, gets stuck to it, but we'll talk about the hook in a moment. So he's going to make cuts right there along the inside of my mouth, and then widen it, and then he's going to take titanium hardware. My jaw from the inside is going to be detached up here, and he's going to take titanium hardware to like put everything back in place, and then they'll also at the same time be fixing my deviated septum, and I have I believe they're called turbinates. They're like air fins inside your nose. I don't know exactly how they work or anything like that, but what I do know is that my right side is very large compared to the left side, so he's going to reduce the size to help me improve my breathing through my nose. Initially, when he asked me about my breathing through my nose, I was kind of just like, it doesn't like really work that well. Basically, it feels like this nostril is clogged. It's been like that as far as I can remember my whole life. I didn't really know that it was a problem. I just thought that's the way I was. So I didn't know like what fix options there were really. So I'm really glad that he kind of informed me about that, educated me on it, and like he's gonna help address it as well. And overall, my breathing will improve on top of my jaw ability to eat. So that's kind of what we're doing from like the surgery standpoint, the correction that we're making. Everything's going to be inside, like internally, so there'll be no scars on the outside of my face, which, blessed. Definitely don't want to look like the Joker or anything like that. Why so serious? But anyway, so that's like from the surgery side what we're dealing with there. Let's talk about what it took to get to this point. So I saw my dentist in the summer of 2020, and he and I were talking about my jaw issues, and he informed me that the best option is going to talk to an orthodontist. Basically, he was telling me anything with like Invisalign, clear retainers, anything like that would not be the best option. He just said it wouldn't really fix the problem. I did have braces when I was younger, and they try to fix the problem by using bands to like help. I believe it's like you're training the muscles to work a certain way in your mouth, and it would like make my mouth close. When I was a teenager, my orthodontist did that, and basically it like worked, but over a year or two after getting my braces off, it kind of like my jaw just kind of went back to the way it was. So he basically recommended I go talk to orthodontist because it's going to be a lot bigger of a procedure than just, bands and Invisalign. I did talk to 3 orthodontists. Ultimately, I decided to go with the one that I currently am working with because he straight up kind of told me, hey man, you got to get jaw surgery. That's the best option for you. And initially, I was very scared. He showed me a video of what they would do, the adjustments that they would make. And at the very first thing I told him, I was like, that's scary, because they're basically restructuring your face, but he was just like, go talk to the jaw surgeon and see how you feel. I talked to my jaw surgeon, in the fall of 2020, and he kind of explained the process to me as well of like what we would do and whatnot, and gave me a little bit more information. After my consultation with him, I decided, you know what, like, let's move forward with this. This is something I want to do. So I got my braces on in January of 2021. Initially, I thought it would only take 6 months to get jaw surgery, but now we're here at May of 2022, so we're talking like 17 months later. The main reason why we hit that mark by such a large period of time, a whole year, was because it just takes a long time to get certain appointments that are needed, and also we needed to make a few more adjustments. Like I had those gaps on the sides. That took a few months to get those gaps there, and then going back between my surgeon and my orthodontist between appointments and just waiting for the teeth to move. It took longer than I would like, but learning to be patient, it's an important life skill to have, so this definitely made me develop those skills a little bit more. Definitely would have preferred to have had this done and over with. Every time my orthodontist or my surgeon talks to me about it, my initial response to just about anything is like, let's just rip the band-aid off. And the main reason is like, I just, I want to just get it over with already. We're 18 months in. I just want to get it dealt with, and then let's move on to the healing process. That's kind of my attitude at the moment. Yeah, just, being a 20-year-old with braces, it's not the most fun thing in the world. But that being said, I'm not hating my life over it either. I know that we're making decisions to improve our life for the future, so the next, hopefully, 60-ish years, I'd like to live till my 80s or 90s. So I'm hoping like this decision will help the rest of my life and my day-to-day life and whatnot. So that's really what it took to get here. I don't think we talked about food yet. So they instructed me to pick up a few things to help me eat. One was like an old school ketchup bottle, like a little squeezy bottle. I picked up these feeding syringes. They're relatively large, so we'll see how that works. They do come with a little tube, but my surgeon told me no straws or anything, and I think the tube will fall into the straw category. And then I also picked up these little spoons. I just ordered them all off Amazon. Those spoons I think actually might be a little too big. The box said toddler on it. I think I might need to go like baby spoons, like the little plastic ones. I wanted to avoid the little plastic ones because maybe I'm weird. I just thought they were gonna be like, I don't know, I thought they looked weird. They didn't, I don't know. Whatever reason, I just didn't want to go with those. I don't think I have a choice at this point though. I think I'm just gonna have to run to the store and see if I can find one, and go with that. Those are the 3 ways I'll try to get food in. My surgeon basically told me I can eat anything I want as long as it's been blended into a liquid. That being said, I don't think I'm going to be eating burgers and fries. That just does not sound appetizing, but I probably will attempt to do like chicken and rice or something along those lines. The main reason is the main thing I eat anyways is chicken and rice or turkey and rice, and occasionally like beef and rice, like meals like that. Simpler, cleaner foods. Try to blend it up, and I've seen other individuals, especially in the fitness community, they'll blend their food sometimes and eat it, and my mentality is kind of like, if they can do it, I can do it. So that's what the goal is. I don't think the first week I'll be blending anything. I think I'm just going to try to get a couple liquids in. I was told that my appetite is going to be not really there from surgery. I'll probably be sleeping a lot from the pain meds, and I'll probably not really have an appetite. So I did pick up juices, just because like they're relatively calorie dense. So I got like apple juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice. I was told those are good juices to go for. Get some vitamins in as well, help with healing and like the bone healing. I also picked up some chocolate milk because I'm a child at heart and I love chocolate milk. Who doesn't? And also, you know, calcium content in milk, so hopefully that helps with the bone healing. Um, and I also get to indulge a little bit, you know, like I don't ever, like, I think this is the first time I bought chocolate milk in like years, other than like protein that's chocolate flavored. Definitely not the same, but it's close, I guess. But so kind of just want to indulge a little bit on those as I can, of course, because I do expect I'll lose a fair amount of weight. Based off everything I found on the internet, we're talking like maybe 10 to 15 pounds just from like, you know, not being able to eat. Body's gonna be healing. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but there is that. About facial changes. My jaw is going to be moving forward a bit, upper jaw is going to be moving forward a bit, and also change to my nose slightly because we are doing some fixing my deviated septum rather. And also I think with my jaw moving up, it may push my nose out more. So those are some facial changes that I'm expecting, and I don't know how it's going to look, so I'm definitely going to be a little bit self-conscious about that for a while. My surgeon said he was going to try to make things as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I think that's a good thing. Rather, he's going to make it more symmetrical, which is aesthetically pleasing. So we're hoping that's how it plays out. It is scary because, you know, this is the face I've lived with my whole life. So it changing is a little scary because I don't know if I will like it or not. We'll get to that point eventually, and I'll deal with it when we get there. But that's initially what we're worried about. So that is a little scary. So just to recap things we talked about, what it took to get to this point, what we're doing and why we're doing it, how we're going to be eating, and what we're expecting. Over the next few days, I'm hoping to take as much video as possible of this process for me. My parents are on their way here to Arizona right now, so my mom will be here actually probably within the hour, and my dad will be here tomorrow. We're going to be staying at an Airbnb because there's just more room in the Airbnb. So I want to take some videos of like that as well. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so 3 people in this one apartment. It's going to be kind of tight and crammed, so that's why we decided to do that. And then I'll trust my parents with the phone and this camera, and hope that they can get some good footage, maybe a couple pictures at the least of just how things are going. And I hope to get as much video uploaded as I can of this whole process over the next few weeks and next few months. My goal is to try to like get as much info out there as I can for maybe somebody else who's going to go through this as well. Hopefully they'll benefit from this, so that's the goal. So anyways, if you guys have made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching. Hope that it was of some value to you, and I hope that I can get more videos up for you guys to watch here shortly. So yeah, thanks for your time.